This is the 10th of March 2025, and we're going to run a test pouring this liquid down the face of this SIDEHILL screen sample, and you can see the fine particles floating around in there. And we have two pails, and we're going to see how it filters out. First of all, though, let me do this. Luckily, I checked. The screen we had over there had 30,000 slots. This one is a 20,000 slot width opening, and a half a millimeter. Okay, flow's going to pour it slowly at the top. We've got a pail to collect our press liquor there, and here's our sludge going down through the screen. See, we've got some leakage down there under the screen. Okay, go ahead. Okay, here's our filtrate through an O2O, and we're getting some samples of the filtrate. For the samples of the sludge, we just plucked it off the screen here, and we've got some samples of the sludge. It looks like this material would go fine in a screw press without a SIDEHILL pre-thickener. We'll do that test later on, not today. This is the 13th of March, Thursday, and this is the second pail. Go ahead and stir it up. And we're going to try it in a screw press. The press itself is a one-of-a-kind. That is, it's a regular CP4 for lab press, but because we got some really tough testing coming up with fiber, we've made the flights double the thickness. There's a little tiny notch down there to break the cord, a cord breaker, cord cutter, and the screw is continuous flighted. That happens to be my first experiment with a continuous flighted screw. The flow's going to pour it in. I set the air pressure at 2 bar. It's at 25 hertz, slowed down. Oversized motor, 1.5 horsepower. That's just for testing. Plenty of press liquor coming out, and going in the pail okay. And usually there's more action on this side of the press because we have teeth in there, but this is continuous flighted, so we don't have teeth in there. We're dripping, but that's normal when you start up a press, so you get some material compressed, a cake build up, a plug in the end of the press. And I'm expecting to see that cone gradually open with some fiber. So this is what would happen if you put your material in a screw press. You can see the cone starting to open. That first cake is still wet, and in the inlet hopper, it's going down steadily. That is, the screen's not blinding yet. There you see the screw starting to appear. And in the meantime, don't get splashed with this one, Bob. Cake coming out pretty nicely. Don't have enough of a sample to catch throughput capacity. We could time this for a few minutes, but we got the screw going so slow. I slowed it down just to make sure it would give us a good test if it was possible to do a good test. And looking good here. Here's the press cake coming out. We'll collect a sample and run it in the oven. And we'll check the press liquor for solids content. See, we've got almost a pail of water already. And we pretty well emptied out the press. So that's what happens when Boy, the continuous flighted screw worked.
It did. It worked very well.
Huh. Wow. Okay, this will be a bit of a plant tour. We're in the grinding department. Screw department. There's a repair job. Another screw. Another screw. And they were working on a favor for a friend, a ribbon blinder. And these are pre-cuts, laser cut or water jet cut. We don't even drill holes anymore. Those all come water jet. And we're getting down to the assembly department. Loaded out a big cargo container today. All that space where they're starting on that press was full of one press. A twin screw press over there. Modifying the screen forming on that one, going to Dominican Republic. They're working on a fiber filter, a shredder, another press. A couple press is pretty far along, and assembly of another press. Screen department is back in here, and here you see, Vincent.